All right, so we're going to stay a while longer on this latest appointment by the president of Madame Charlotte Osei as the new electoral commissioner. Let's get on the phone lines and speak to political science analyst Dr. Asari Bosman. He joins us on the phone line. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. I would imagine that the job of an electoral commissioner is indeed a tough one.
Yeah, good afternoon to you and to your viewers as well as listeners, if possible. Yeah, certainly the job of the EC is, in Ghana especially, and in many African countries, it's one of the toughest jobs one can ever get. So I think that we must acknowledge it in that perspective.
And is that why there's been so much interest from many of the political parties?
Yeah, I think so, because in Ghana, in the rest of Africa, one of the key problems we have is integrity in our elections. So always political parties are thinking that especially the government in power will try to appoint individuals who can influence the process so that they will benefit from it. So from that particular angle, you realize that all parties are interested. They want to know who becomes the chairperson of such an important institution. So you can see that you go to Nigeria, Kenya, all these countries are talking about, let's get the most competent of persons, the right person to be able to manage our elections for us.
Dr. Bosman, in the aftermath of the 2012 general elections, there was a Supreme Court case which the NPP brought against the Electoral Commission. There were various rulings on the matter after the case was determined in court. There was a case for electoral reforms and all that, together with other reforms. Is Madame Charlotte Osei the one who you think, in your estimation, is capable of undertaking all these reforms?
So I think so. I think she has the qualities, she has the temperament. She's been working in a similar agency, the National Commission for Civic Education. She has the background. The background is just excellent. So I think that she has the qualities to be able to handle and ensure the reforms are done in time for 2016 election. And let's be very clear, the chairperson of the EC is not like an autocratic position where you decree and it is done. There are deputy commissioners, we have other commissioners over there who are going to help, and we also have the IPAC, the Interparty Advisory Committee or so. And all these are interested parties, and apart from this, there are interest groups like the CDD, IDEG, IEA, etc., that are offering advice based on the experiences of other countries. So I think that once the lady is ready to work in concert with all other bodies, I think she can really do the work. Because the main thing is that all of us want integrity in our elections. If we are the party in power, you want that integrity if we are in the opposition. So as long as she's really ready to work with others, I don't see why she cannot get it done. And in many instances, you look at the NCC performance, she was able to work in tandem with certain interest groups to be able to accomplish certain objectives.
The Electoral Commission appears to be suffering from some bit of credibility crisis, especially after the Supreme Court again cancelled the District Assembly elections. What can she do to bring back, or if you like, restore the credibility of the institution?
Well, I think that once you are the chairperson, one of the key things is that you shouldn't be assuming that some people are doing their things right, some people are putting the structures in place. You must ensure that you are always on top of things. Let's be very clear, Ghana is becoming an election country. Election issues are so much important to us that almost all Ghanaians talk about it. So being a new person on the board and with the experience from the NCC and other similarly situated places, my thinking is that she is coming with some new form of excitement to the EC, some inspiration which is coming to the EC. So she just has to make sure that the EC structures are doing their work very well. There are deputies, there are regional chairpersons of the commission, district, etc. We should make sure that all these people are functioning. One of the key challenges is to avoid the situation whereby, as an outsider, you are thinking is that you are coming with some novel, wonderful ideas to the detriment of the institution. To individuals have been there for many years and they have been working the system. So once she is ready to work in tandem with the deputies and all the other, the PROs, all these individuals who work with the EC, I think she can really get the job done. And Ghanaians should be excited about it. She is very young, energetic, and she can do a lot for the country.
My very final question, Dr. Bossman. One of the attributes of an electoral commissioner, as we've already known over the past, is the ability to withstand shocks in the midst of adversities. We saw the case in Nigeria in the electoral commissioner during the elections, the sort of pressure that was brought to bear on him. And even in Ghana here, the case of Afarijan himself, his toughness, his firmness, and his thick skin. Do you see this attributes in this newly elected commissioner?
No, I think it will be too early for us to come up with a conclusion whether she can be firm or not, because we already know she was appointed by the same government in power to head the National Commission for Civic Education. Prior to that, I have never known her. I don't know her political affiliation, etc. But we should expect that once you get the nod to serve as the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, then you hold a very big responsibility to the Ghanaian people. Now you are no longer under the appointing authority. You are under Ghanaians, so you are doing something to promote the good of Ghana. So I expect that for her to be appointed, then it means even the appointed authority has recognized that she is someone who is independent in her views. She is someone who will not pander to the political party in power. She is someone who will try to do the right thing, whatever is necessary, whatever is proper, to promote the good of Ghana. So once you have been given them nod, then the onus lies on you, because you try to please the party in power, you create problems for you, and this is something which will really affect your image as an individual. So my thinking is that she really understands the task ahead, and she knows that once you are appointed, just like the Supreme Court, once you are appointed, you are no longer under the appointing authority. Your conditions of service so attractive, so secure, you do the work for so many years, which I have an issue with that. So my thinking is that she should be able to do that.
All right, thank you very much. We've got to leave it here. Dr. Bossman Asare is a political science